This is Shetland, a place that feels like the edge of the world. Windswept hills, lochs everywhere you look, and almost no one around. I travelled to Unst, the most northern island in Scotland, to fly fish some of the most remote and untouched waters in the UK, for wild brown trout. It's fair to say that this trip was memorable, and I am well and truly in love with Shetland. So come along with me on this adventure of fly fishing Shetland. In this video, I want to just go over all of my experiences that I had while fly fishing in Shetland. As I've talked about in a few other videos, I often go up to Shetland and Orkney for work, and these places are kind of far away from most of the rest of the UK. They're in the middle of the North Sea, as you can see here. And this has got to be one of the most fun trips I've ever had. I was up for a full week and got to fly fish on the most northern island in the Shetland Islands called Unst. It has loads of wild brown trout lochs. The place is full of incredible fishing, and I just needed to chuck the camera up every time I finished work. It's standard that when I go fishing, when I go away for work, I take the fishing stuff with me. And anytime I finish work, when you're up there, you work 9 to 5. What else is there to do in the long summer evenings than chuck a couple of flies around in the water? So this is Loca Watley, the first place that I've got in this video. We're going to dance around a few of the places that I fished in Unst in this video, and just talk about the fishing in general in Shetland the whole time. It's an absolutely incredible loch, full of fish, as you can see here. Some of them big, some of them not so big, but they're all so fun to catch. This was fishing like foam daddies and hoppers on a floating line and just stripping them around on the surface. Unfortunately, it's windy, so the camera falls over a lot.
Come on! No way!
So after setting up the tripod every 3 minutes or 4 minutes, I managed to create a wee rock structure to keep it supported. You've got to innovate. You've got to innovate the space in Shetland. But the fishing is incredible. These wild brownies are so aggressive. It's all top of the water action. Stripping around, hoppers, anything with legs. So much fun. And Loca Watley was probably my favourite place of all that we'll cover in this video.
Gorgeous fish though.
Just to put it in perspective a little bit, this is Unst. And on Unst, we have so many bodies of water, but the two that we're going to chat about in this video mostly are Loca Watley and Loch of Cliff. These two are the biggest lochs on Unst and definitely have the most notable fishing. Loca Watley is just got such a good head of wild brown trout in it, that are all up to about, I think the largest that's been caught on it is like upwards of 6 pounds, but most of the fish are a pound and below. So much fun to catch though. Like, I cannot stress how much fun the fly fishing on Shetland is. It's all top of the water action, really hard fighting brown trout, and just insane scenery. Such nice scenery to have. Open, remote wilderness, and these absolutely psycho brown trout hitting everything that touches the top of the water. It was so much fun. You couldn't pull your flies fast enough. Where Loca Watley really came alive for me was from the boat. It was just such an incredible... It had these massive weed patches out in the middle of the water, so these brownies would feed all around the weed patches, and stripping hoppers just like that around the weed patches got amazing action from here. And this is where the bigger fish were lying too.
Oh yeah, it's a great fish. Oh no, what? That's such a good fish. No way. Bloody hell. Yeah. Oh, that's nice fish. Why do we have to tip his boat as well?
That'd be kind of handy.
That is beautiful fish.
What a class fish. Look at him. What a cracking fish. With it staying light all the way to 1 o'clock in the morning, it really was a wild brown trout dream. You could keep fishing on the top of the water until 1 o'clock in the morning and go even longer, which actually is a theme for this video because we ended up competing in a competition called Simmer Dim, which is the longest night of the year, which is really exciting because that was the first time I'd ever fished through the night, really. Done it a little bit for sea trout, but wild brown trout fishing all night long from 8 o'clock at night until 8 o'clock in the morning. It was so much fun, and we'll come on to that at the end of this video and how we got on in that competition. But one of the really cool things about Shetland was that in between each of these big bodies of water, there were little rivers connecting them, and those little rivers had just as many fish in them, which you can see here. They were so aggressive. It was really fun to go down and try and stalk some of these wild brown trout. This is my mate Charlie having a cast at a couple of these aggressive brown trout, and they were so much fun to catch.
Oh, come on. How's that not taken? Literally comes up, swirls right at it. Flashes on it. Yeah.
Didn't feel like he took the tool.
No, it just fully missed it that time. That was just a big swirl at the surface. In the howling wind. Oh, come on. What a gorgeous wee fish. Just barely a keeper. Oh no, he's decent size. The wading doesn't look bad at all. Oh, this is going to be a bit sketchy to get over. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Tripod's firmly in.
One of the most amazing parts about Unst was the sea trout fishing. The sea in Unst is absolutely gorgeous. It is crystal clear. The water is, at this time of year, slightly warm. Now that's a rare occasion in Shetland, but it was so nice to fish, and the sea trout were plentiful. There were so many sea trout around, and in this little bit you can see here, there's a bunch of kelp forest in front of us, nice gravelly sandy mixed sediment, and so it was really easy to fly fish, loads of sand eels around, and the sea trout were hitting them hard. Now, it did take a while to try and find the sea trout, but this was just such nice fishing, so a little bit of this area was a very nice place to not catch a fish. But we did eventually find them.
This is insanely nice. Seen any more movement?
No, I just have one jumping.
Oh, I need that fish. I'm gonna go the other side. Yeah, that's it. Ooh.
Yeah,
Imagine you just get one of them.
yes. Oh, is that a good fit? No, it's not.
Where's your big brother, bro? You're big.
What a gorgeous fish. Little sea trout. Bye. One thing I was mega impressed at up in Shetland was that even though the population is really small, they somehow had a fly shop inside one of their grocery stores, which I personally thought was amazing. So here's a wee tour of it.
Sand hooks. You can get that and your milk at the same time.
Look at these. These are really cool. Little packs of. I wish my shop had these. Sedges. And what's in the sedges? Some olive sedges, like a weird wee deer hair sedge. A royal wolf almost. Amazing. The hoppers are really cool. They actually look the best of everything that's there. So to round out this trip, this week on Unst, we fished in Simmerdin, which is an annual competition on Unst where the only rules are it's fly fishing only and you have to catch only trout over 10 inches. They're the only fish that count, and you kill everything over 10 inches that then goes into the pot. That's how many brown trout are on Shetland. This is the only kill competition of the year, but it's the biggest one by far on Shetland, and it was so much fun. So a bunch of people come over and come up to Unst for this fly fishing competition, where it's kind of a big deal. You start at 8 o'clock at night and then you finish at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you get to fish any water on Unst. So the rules are just fly fishing on Shetland for trout, and it has to be over 10 inches, which I thought was a really unique competition format. I was really excited to try this out, and given that it was over the night time and into the early morning, it's kind of the best times for fishing. So the fishing ended up being really good. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of it. I was, it's about dotting about and trying to catch fish. I didn't exactly have all of my filming gear, etc. with me, and I wanted to just have fun in the competition. So I thought I'd still add this into the end of this video to just discuss how it went. It was amazing. The competition was so much fun. Everyone that runs that competition up there is incredibly nice. They put on a huge amount of hospitality for everyone. It's a really big award show, and it's all for charity. There's an awful lot of donations and raffles that go on for charity that then collect money, and all that money goes to charity, and all the fish end up getting donated and eaten. So everything is amazing about this competition, and it was just great fun. I managed to catch 6 fish that counted, and overall I came in 3rd in the individuals, which was really, really impressive for what I thought I was going to be able to do. I didn't think I would finish that well. I just came out to have some fun, so that was really I was really glad to finish so well. It was well worth it, and it was just the sweetest end to an amazing trip up to Shetland. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll certainly be filming the next time I'm up in Shetland, but leave a comment if you like this video and subscribe if you want to see some more. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Tight lines.